Hello, welcome to PaperDaisyJournals. It's Kylie. I'm back. I've had a long time off. I don't even know how long I've had off. It feels like forever. I'm safe, I'm well, I'm okay. I stopped making journals and switched to making printable kits. So a bit obsessively, if I'm honest. So if you haven't had a look at my shop for a while, there's 8 new ones in there. Yeah, so long story short, Australia Post has hit a major glitch with international mail to and from. And so I'm not sure when I'll be able to put this journal in my shop. And I didn't sort of want, when I finish a journal, I like to film a flip through because I finished this yesterday. And then I like to sort of, it's the creative flow for me. So to put something to the side for too long, I disconnect from it. So I thought I'll film the flip through and upload it to my channel, but I don't actually know when this will be available. It will be a surprise. And that's unfortunately just how it is. I wasn't going to make any journals until the Postal Service was back in action, but my mum actually pointed out she was a bit bored watching the same videos over and over again. So I thought, oh no, that's fair enough. When you have a channel, you should maintain it. So I have done this. This was meant to just be a paper-based journal highlighting some of my printable kits, and I have used a few in here which I will link. I'll put a link in the description below, but I've added to it, of course. So I start off with a basic plan and then I make it complicated. It's A5 sized, and I have used the Shabby Chic Kit, which is one of my favorites, and I've printed one of the pages onto light cardstock and added a ruffle, some really beautiful lace down the spine, another ruffle. I've used a beautiful, extremely soft silk ribbon as the closure. This is so light, it's like holding a little bird, a little pink Shabby Chic bird. Then on the cover, I just wanted to put a little pocket, so I've sewn this trim on as a pocket with this very old French stamp in it, 1878. And then I put a bow at the top because I thought that would look pretty, and I love that fabric. I've forgotten the artist, Ashwell. Shame on me because she's the doyenne of Shabby Chic. Anyway, moving on. And then I sewed a mother of pearl button to the pocket, and then I made myself stop. Okay, so that's how the cover evolved. Inside, I printed off the collaged page from the Shabby Chic kit, and I've used one of the original embroidery snippets as the pocket, which I thought was pretty fun. That's also on light cardstock, so the cover is flexible, which is nice because it will wrap around this, fairly chubby journal. I've made bigger, but it wasn't meant to be like this. Okay, in terms of tags, this is a tag from my Wallpaper Tag Kit, and I have printed that onto 170 GSM cream coloured light card, because the rule was I was not allowed to do any machine sewing in this journal, and I broke the rule because I break rules. I'm a rule breaker, unless lives are at risk. If that's the case, I don't break rules. So I'm not naughty, just a bit delinquent. So the collage tags, you pretty much just cut them out, shabby the edges up as much as you want, put a little topper on, and they're already collaged for you. I thought that was, if you're a crafter like me and you like pretty things but you want it to be simple, so that's why I created that kit. This is some gorgeous handmade paper from my friend Heather at Rosehill Paper Cottage. I've put her link in videos before, but I will do that again for this one, and you can see the gold flecks. This was a custom order that I had with Heather. I printed off some words this time and had a little go at putting those in, so Shabby Chic Journal. And there's a fair amount of collaging in this journal. That was one of the challenges that I set myself. I do have to apologise for the light. We are having wild windy weather and big fluffy clouds are going past. So the light is going to fade in and out, but that's, yeah. Oh, and the wind just magically died off then. How so random. Anyway, that's a bit creepy. I have used a handmade paper butterfly here, but I haven't stuck the wings down, so there's a little bit of movement. And this is a vintage book page. This is a printable kit, my floral ledger kit. There's been a few kits where once I've made them and printed them off, I've actually done a little happy dance because I've loved it so much. And this kit is one of those because I like writing pages and ledger, but I wanted something easy that was sort of lightly decorated as well. And I've double-sided that print with a page from the Pastel Blue Kit. This is a fussy cut lady on a book page with a few pretty elements there. On the back here, I've done some fussy cutting. And what I decided to do after looking for fussy cut flowers on Etsy and realizing that a lot of them were quite complicated to cut out, and I don't enjoy fussy cutting much. I love the look. So what I did on the public domain site is found as many simple high resolution images that I could make my own kit. And I was just going to keep it for personal use, but I thought, well, there might be other people like me that would like a simple bloom to cut out. And we've been in lockdown, so Mum couldn't help me. So I had to do all the fussy cutting myself. I'm exhausted. Anyway, so that's how that kit came about. And this is just a little tuck spot here. The challenge was also to use every piece of paper from the kits that I printed off. These are some beautiful hand-painted flowers from Hayley. And she is Periwinkle's Papery, I think, on Etsy, but I will link her shop in the description. This is one of my collage wallpaper pages. So I printed that off and I've just used pieces of it throughout the journal. This is a French sight card or palm card or flash card, I think is the generic term for it. And that's ice cream because it says the English version on the other side. And I sort of felt, I don't know, there's nothing ice creamy about this journal, but I just liked what that said. To be honest, I randomly chose one of them because I got a whole lot. This is one of these images printed out in black and white. So with my JPEG files, they're actually quite versatile because you can go into your photo app and change the colors if you like. And use them in your journals. And I have printed this onto a light pink textured paper, and I machine stitched around the edge. That was the rule I broke because I also had to put in a lace pocket, tuck spot, bit of collaging at the top there. This is actually very, very pale blue dyed paper because I only had 3 blueberries. Somebody left, or I think it was 4 blueberries in a container in the fridge. Why not eat them? there's only one person in my household that can reach where the berries are kept, and it's not my 4-year-old son. Anyway, I decided to throw them in a pot of water and see what would happen. And I actually got a fair amount of colour out of them, but of course when dyed paper goes in the oven to dry, it does lose a fair amount of colour as well. But that was fun. I will do that again with more blueberries this time. A little ruffle here, that's a fussy cut flower, and that's part of the Shabby Chic printable. This is another printable kit. So I have the floral ledger kit, but I decided to make journal cards out of the flowers and the ledger as well, because I often have pockets like this and I don't ever really have anything to put in them, but now I do. So I did, I think, cut that down a little bit. This is another butterfly that I've fussy cut and I've stuck it on. I cut the antennas off because they're too fussy, and I just draw them back in. This is a vintage book page, another fussy cut flower. I'm going to be mentioning that every time because I'm showing off a bit. If you're a fussy cutter, you'll be laughing at me thinking, oh, she's so pathetic. But I think I'm pretty awesome. So I think I did about like 12 things. Anyway, that's a little snippet from one of the pages, and this is a tuck spot that you can turn into a pocket. This is some beautiful old French letter, and I've just put one of the words on the top there. And this is a pocket of trim from Emily's shop, and this is one of the ephemera pieces from the Shabby Chic kit. So I've just turned that into a postcard to tuck in there, and you can sort of see her peeking out from behind the flowers there. And this is Locta paper. Hopefully I've pronounced that clearly enough, because some people were a bit confused in other videos and thought it was lobster paper. No. It is Locta paper, and that is handmade in Nepal. It has a really beautiful soft texture. This is also from the Shabby Chic kit, and I did a little ruffle down the side. And this little journal card came about because of my little rule where I had to use all the pieces. So I just collaged them together and did a bit of stitching. And I thought it was really fun. So you can still write on the back, and that just tucks in there. This is avocado dyed paper. Another little snippet here with some pieces just to make that page interesting. This is probably my favorite page from the floral ledger kit because it's pink, obviously. I used some of the Pastel Pink Kit as well, and I cut this out from the Shabby Chic kit because I printed 2 of these pages. And you can see this is on a sort of yellow, a cream coloured paper, and this is just on white. So you can sort of see the difference. If you want it to have a warmer hue and you don't want to change it in your photo app, then just change the colour of the paper that you print it onto. This is actually my most favourite piece of vintage wallpaper from Emily's shop, Blue Linen Cottage, and that's what makes this kit my favourite kit. I made a floating pocket, so you can write on the back, and there's a little tag here. This is from the tag kit, but I've just put some of that piano paper on the top with a little chiffon bow, and a snippet at the top as well, and some little snippets there, and the little Tim Holtz tiny attacher thing. I've just put some silk ribbon for something fun off the side. And this is a vintage ledger from the 1930s. Some really beautiful grungy dyed paper. I got that, I think, from an Etsy shop, but I've forgotten which one it was because it came with the piano paper. If I can find that shop, I will put that in the description as well. Another fussy cut butterfly, and I'm not sure if it's showing up on the video, but I have actually drawn in the antennae and the legs. This is a pocket here, and I didn't put anything in that one, but that lady is from the Shabby Chic kit as well. And here I have done a double tag. I've seen this being done before, but I'm not sure who came up with the original idea. But I've printed off a ledger and lace kit as well. So this is from the ledger and lace kit, and so is this tag, and I've put a wallpaper tag on top with some words, pastel pinks and blues. So that was just something, because I sort of had a couple of tags that I needed to use. Some beads on the signature strings, they're tiny little rosebuds, and this sort of greeny blue matched the cover really beautifully. So you can see how simple and plain this journal is. Oh, I'm so hopeless. Anyway, I love it. I cause my own drama. Whoever else does that, we're the same. I'm with you. You do one thing, you say one thing, you do another. I had accidentally printed off one of the floral ledger pages. So instead of just throwing it out, I very loosely fussy cut that out and stuck it on. And I actually really like the subtle layers, because with this doily it looks like it's actually, I guess, real, because when I scan it, I scan the actual doily on top, like I've actually made this layered. So the shadow creates that sort of 3D effect, and then you've sort of got that subtly on the edge, and I liked that. This is also from the Shabby Chic kit. I embossed with the Tim Holtz 3D rose folder some vellum, and this is a card from the Shabby Chic kit as well. A biscuit, I think it's chocolate biscuit trade card, and you can sort of see it just very subtly through there, which I thought was fun. Fussy cut some more flowers, and that's some blue, it's actually a magazine, a antique French music magazine, and it's that beautiful blue color. This is some gorgeous handmade paper again, and that's an embossed tag with just a little piece of trim at the top and a fussy cut lady on there as well. This is from the Wallpaper Tag Kit, and I've just put the word lace on there. This is from the Pastel Pink Kit, and I thought it looked really nice on the back of that pink ledger. Here I just wanted something down the side, so I decided to use some silk ribbon, and I just hand stitched that along to something a bit different. On this page, I have my long, thin ledger and lace tag with a fussy cut flower. I did a little bit of inking on that just to define the edge, and that's some of that chiffon ribbon at the top. And this is also a piece from the Shabby Chic kit, and just a piece of fabric there, old sort of vintage fabric. I also used that inside the cover there as well, so that sort of pulls that into the journal. And I've also put bows, the word bows there. Another fussy cut flower, and this is a tuck spot here on an old vintage book page. A library card, and I have put some fussy cut butterflies on there. I like when there's 3 like that, and another little piece of ribbon there. That's a tuck spot, so you can put something in there. And then I used a piece of doily, half a doily, as a side pocket, and I have sewn it into an actual pocket, so what you put in there if you replace this will be quite secure. And that's just another one of the ledger, floral ledger cards. Here a little collage with handmade paper and hand painted flowers and a fussy cut butterfly. His antennae are there, but you may not be able to see them on the video. And this is another ledger and lace tag with an original Will cigarette collector's card stuck onto the top, and just a little silk ribbon topper. And on the back here, this is a piece from the Collaged Wallpaper Kit, and there's some more of those beautiful blossoms there. I just decided this is actually a tiny little pocket, which I think is really cute. So I did the same thing on the cover, and I just wanted to put a little snippet rather than doing a tab. I think you'll notice there's no tabs in this journal. Or if you didn't, you do now. So I decided rather than using it as a tab, I would make it into a tiny pocket. And I've put this piano paper here because you can write on it. There's a tag, an embossed tag here, and I just stuck it up the top for something a bit different. Then I decided to stick a piece of printable kit there, and that's another one of those cards, and a ledger and lace tag just tucked in there. So that sort of increases the journaling space. Some more of that ledger, floral ledger kit. And another of the tags. And this is tucked into another piece of ephemera from the Shabby Chic kit. This is a vintage tally card. So that's a little bit of journaling space there, and I've just tucked a journaling card in there, and that's the dyed and tea stained doily. This is some beautiful old hand dyed French eyelet, and tucked in there I have one of the ledger and lace tags with a butterfly, and this is a wallpaper tag, and that's the other side of the collaged page. So that's the journal. I probably went a bit slower than I normally do because I'm getting back into it. I must confess, I was actually quite anxious, and I'm feeling rather awkward doing this video because there has been so much time. So I am very sorry if that has come across in a bad way, but you know, you do have to get back in the swing of things. So hopefully I've done that today, and I am really excited to make more journals. So there will be more flip throughs. But as I said, it will be a surprise when it goes into my shop. And that all really depends on Australia Post. The poor workers, we had half of the workers had to go into quarantine for COVID. So Australia Post, we're a bit of a delayed reaction in this country sometimes, because you know, the whole world has gone to is messy, you know, horribly messy, and we were kind of sailing through unscathed to a certain point, but now unfortunately we've succumbed to the pandemic. Our postal service has anyway. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and especially if you stuck it out to the end. I feel like it's a bit of an achievement sometimes if I watch a video all the way to the end. So yeah, power to you if you made it. I love it. Because I don't always have time to sort of get to the end. Sometimes I watch a video and I get the gist, and then I sort of fast forward little bits, and but yeah, when I get to the end, so it's like a little test, isn't it? If you're listening to this and you've made it to the end, I'm going to give you a code word, and if you write that in the comments, I will know that you're a hardcore fan. So the code word is mango. This video's code word is mango. I repeat, mango. I'm going to do that every video now and see what happens, because it's fun and videos should be fun. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.